Okay, good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. So, if you've not subscribed, make sure you click on that subscribe button, like and share. So, let's take a look at our Zoom and BBY. So, we would want to see when it will move for this week. Now, to be able to predict this movement, we would actually start from the higher time frame. So, we would want to know when this movement will be made for this week, right? So, let's start with the monthly time frame. You can see that this price is a bearish move. That is it. Before you place a trade, right? You would want to ask yourself one question. And the question of one of those questions is, what is the trend for this movement that I want to place, that I want to trade? That asset you want to trade, you would want to ask yourself the trend for such asset. So you clearly can see that the trend for this asset is a downtrend movement. Price is giving us that benchmark. I think we started this movement since 2020, right? Around 2020, price has been going bearish, and since then it has not even correct itself. It even had more of this movement, 2022, during that period, price still dropped, right? It has not even corrected itself. That is one. Secondly, is this price trading above the moving average or below the moving average? So we clearly can see that this price is trading below the moving average. So I can tell you that this price is a bearish move. This market is a bearish move, and we need to trade with it and go bearish for the week. So now see this movement like this. You see this to be a drop, and here will be seen to as a pullback. You can now take this as a drop, a little bit of a drop, and mean pullback, little bit of a pullback. Now we are not expecting a further drop, so that is to tell you that more drop is to come. Right, we can start with this week that we are predicting for. This week will actually be the end of this month, right? So we have the last week for this year, right? This is the last week for the year. So we expect further bearish move on this zone. And now if you take a look at the weekly time frame, right, you can see that the same trend, it is a bearish move, right? And we also did analysis on this zoom. I tell you guys that we will be having a drop, and this is it, right? Price actually gave us that drop that we talked about. At first, price opened at a level of 69. Currently, we are trading at a level of 64. You see, and it opened at a level of $69. Now it is trading at a level of $66. That is to tell you that there's more bearish move to be made on Zoom. So more and more bearish move will be made. Now take a look at this price, right? You can see that it is trading below this 10 period moving average. And I just said again, once the price is below the 10 period moving average, then there's only one movement you should watch out for, which is to sell. Go ahead and sell. So we clearly can see that it is still below this 10 period moving average. So we should watch out for a sell movement. Now, if you take a look at this daily time frame, you can clearly see this trend, especially started from here. To understand this movement better, you see that this is a downtrend move. So let's see it here. From here, impulse move downward. This will be a correction. Now an impulse move downward. You now take this to be a correction. Impulse move downward on the daily time frame. So the Friday that just finished, we actually hope at a correction. Well, is this correction over? Well, I don't really think so. Let's see if we have one more bullish move on Monday. And if we don't, I'm not trying to say we will have the bullish move on Monday, but we very much likely to have. And if we don't have it, then we will actually drop. Above all, this week we would see that bearish momentum. So just watch out for a setup and go ahead and sell, or your strategy on taking this trade, you can go ahead and apply it. Above all, zoom, we are bearish. You can also see it still below our 10 period moving average. So as long as it is still below this 10 period moving average, then we all should be looking for a position to actually go ahead and sell. Same thing with the forward time frame, lower lows and a lower highs, lower lows and a lower highs. So we have knob the option that to go ahead and trade with what we see and not what we think. So for this week zone, this is bearish move. Now let's take a look at this monthly time frame on BBY. So full trend on this BBY downtrend move. It is a bearish move. That is one. So I mean, before you actually place your trade, you would want to ask yourself the one question is, what is the trend for this movement that I want to trade? Right? So we clearly can see that the trend for this moment is a bearish move, right? Downward, lower lows and lower highs. That is one. I think the price got to its peak. This BBY got to its peak. Um, sorry, it got to its peak around 2014, right? It was trading at around $80 then, it's 2014. But since that period of 2014, price has been dropping and it has not even changed its movement upward. It has just been dropping and dropping. We see lower lows, then a pullback, a lower lows, and a pullback. Now, the second question we would want to ask ourselves, is this price trading below our 10 period moving average or not? So you clearly can see that this price is below the 10 period moving average. So that is to tell you that this is a confirmation that this is a bearish move. Now take a look at this month. This is the month of December, right? You can see the month of November. You can see the month of October. You can also see the month of September. So since September, this BBY has been opening and closing bearish. Each month. Once the month of November, September ends, we actually saw it close bearish. The month of October end, we also saw it close bearish. The month of November end, we also saw it close bearish. And you can see that this December is about to end and price has given us bearish move. So that is to tell you that more bearish move is to come. So now let's see what this weekly time frame says. So you can clearly see the trend downward, lower lows and the lower. So you can see price trading at 2.62, right? So let's see if in 2 or 3 weeks time we can get to level of 2.00. Above all, we expect this price to give us that bearish move. So about 3 weeks ago, price opened and closed bearish. 3 weeks ago it was trading about $3. 2 weeks ago, we actually traded about $3.15. The week that just finished, we were trading at $2.98. Currently, price has now closed and we are now at a level of 2.62. So let's see if this week our price will get to at least a level of 2.40 or 2.30. Above all, this BBY bearish move. You can also see it's trading below this 10 period moving average. And definitely, this is still a sell movement. You can see on the daily time frame, this is a bearish move. I mean, take a look at the lower lows and the lower highs on the daily time frame, lower lows and the lower highs, right? So now let's see this to be let's start it from here. So we will do a quick analysis on this, which is a drop and a pullback. Then we'll take a look at this to be a drop, and here comes a pullback. After the pullback, what do you expect? Expect a drop on the daily time frame. So this week, right? Let's see on Monday or Tuesday if price will actually give us that bearish move we are watching for. And same thing with the 4 hour time frame. This is a pullback. I believe the pullback will be over at a level of 2.62. Once that pullback is over at a level of 2.62, then a continuous bearish move will be made for the